Hello, my beautiful patrons. Welcome and thank you so much for being a part of the Tarot Magician community, for being a patron, for supporting me. This is your weekly reading. This is predictions, what's coming, guidance, possible advice, just, whatever spirit shows us, whatever spirit wants to essentially tell you. So you have three groups in front of you, seekers. You have three doors. I want you to take a moment and select which door you'd like to walk through. You have door number 1, door number 2, and door number 3. Take a moment to make your selection. Welcome, group number 1. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what the theme of this week's reading will be. This is the door. Whoops. We just kicked that door down, right? This is the, I guess we can't really call this a door, but this is what you're going to be walking through for this week. The message is, begin here. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now here. Oh, wow. Interesting. Interesting. And so let's go ahead and reveal further on what the theme is. Acceptance. Wow. This is beautiful. And you have a woman here who's essentially accepting whatever life has to offer her. And for right in this very illustration, life is offering her a beautiful bird-like creature with a lot of rainbow colors. That's interesting. So, all right. So what I'm seeing here is that the theme of this reading, the theme for your week, is accepting something. Moving into something new, not being fearful. So if there's any kind of maybe offer that's going to be made to you this week, an offer for maybe travel, an offer for growth, an offer to expand to some new territory, whatever it may be, whatever offer is presented to you, Spirit is telling you, hey, maybe you should accept that, or be open to it, or research it a little further. Don't discard it based on some kind of fear or limitation that you might have put on yourself, right? Look at this offer and perhaps be more accepting towards it. All right, so that's interesting. Let's go ahead and throw some tarot. We're going to use a different tarot deck. We are going to use the Art Nouveau tarot. I haven't used this deck in a long time. I love the fact that all of the cards are holographic, So let's go ahead and take a look and see. By the way, I'm working on another video that I'm going to bring to you patrons. I hope you like it. But anyways, that's not what this video is about. So let's focus on what is coming for this week. Got the Hangman upright, the Devil upright, 4 of Wands, and then you've got the 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. So, these are some pretty intense cards, gotta be honest. These are some intense cards. So, what I'm seeing with these cards, Ace of Swords now reversed, 10 of Cups reversed as well. What I am seeing is that this week, for a lot of you, you're going to be given the opportunity for fun, okay? Even though we have the Devil here, even though we have the 5 of Pentacles, the theme is acceptance of this. A new beginning, do not fear, travel. This is definitely an energy of accepting fun. So just be wary of that fun, right? Obviously, too much fun is not all that great if it means compromising your health, compromising your financial state. Just make sure to operate from a place of balance and understanding of your situation as to avoid this 5 of Pentacles. But the energies of this week are to enjoy yourself as much as possible. The Hangman tells me that it's time to take a little bit of a pause from the world, potentially. And I know that maybe a lot of you it's difficult because you probably have a job, or potentially you just unfortunately have other responsibilities, but it's a priority for this week to take some time. And if that means asking help, then go ahead and ask for that help. I think that your family is going to be willing to assist you and help you and just essentially, grant you. If you need someone to maybe babysit, or if you need someone to maybe watch after your animals, or if you need someone to just do something for you, whatever that may be, this is the week when you ask for that assistance, you ask for that help. Now, I do feel like a lot of you, are potentially going to just have the opportunity to really feel at home. I don't know if maybe there's been some kind of problems at home, or if there have been some disputes at home. Maybe there's some negative energy just going around. This is the week when all of that is dispelled. This is the week where you kind of get past that. And I feel like, for some of you, you might be getting, I would say, offers of new beginnings, some kind of new offer that has to do with a home. So I don't know if maybe some of you are in the market for a home or looking for a home. Also, what I feel, and I'm basing it off of the Four of Wands. This is your home. This is building around you, trying to build something solid. And so you're being also tasked with leaving no stone unturned. So make sure that you're researching everything that comes your way this week. Whether it be potentially a contract, an offer of some kind. Make sure you're researching it. Make sure you do your due diligence. If you are someone that's working, maybe you're going to be offered a promotion. Make sure that you understand just all of the details behind it, so that you can prepare yourself, right? There's an attitude of acceptance, and there's an attitude of saying yes for this week, because it's going to lead you towards green pastures. But make sure that you understand all of the details, because it's all in that finite details. And so sometimes, you can work out what would be beneficial for you if you're able to understand all of the nuances of that contract or that offer. So be wary of that. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what the mini cards have to tell you for the week. Let's see what the mini cards are going to reveal. So we're going to start with the Making Magic minis. Let's see what the Making Magic minis want to tell you for the week. Inside, okay. Inside opens the third eye to strengthen intuition. Interesting. So, you're being told to be intuitive, right? So you're being told to, again, analyze everything. Make sure that when you make a decision, when everything is presented to you, when you have it right in front of you, make sure that you understand exactly why that is. Make sure that you comprehend everything. Just use your intuition. If your intuition is not going to lead you down the wrong path. Your intuition is there to serve you and aid you. So we're going to start with the Secret Garden. Let's go ahead. Let's start with the second one. Is the Secret Garden's second minis. Let's see what we get. Adapt. Interesting. So you're being asked to adapt for this week. You will get yourself where you want to be. Wow. So interesting, right? You will get yourself where you want to be. And so it's almost like a confirmation that, you are going to be able to bring forth what you want. But you're being asked to kind of, again, go with the flow, right? That's the energies of this week. Go with the flow. That's that Hangman energy, right? The Hangman the Hangman understands that a sacrifice is required in order to have success, right? So the Hangman is just kind of putting himself in a state of non-movement, and it's almost like, this person knows I have to go through this process in order to obtain what I want. This is me being completely enlightened and understanding that life is a sacrifice, and I have to adapt to that. And so that's kind of the energy here with the adapt. And if you do that, you will get yourself where you want to be. So whatever it is that you've been thinking of for this week, it might not completely happen this week, but it will set you up to receive it further on down the line. All right, let's see what the Forest Face has to tell us. Let's see what the Forest Face have for us. All right, so we've got the Spell Singer, cast spells of wonder and delight. That is very interesting. Cast spells of wonder and delight. I think that this message is for my witches out there that actually believe in maybe casting spells, doing these rituals in order to strengthen yourself, in order to, just cleanse your space. And you're being asked to kind of tap into that. If you believe in this, if this is where the source of your power comes from, then go ahead and pursue it this week. It will help. It will help you achieve what you want. And potentially it could be asking you to do some work, because there might be some energies around that you need to cast away. All right. So let's go ahead and keep it going. We're going to throw another card, a Whispering Woods. Let's see what the Whispering Woods want to whisper to us. Path. Okay, so you've got here path. Wander on the path less traveled. What you find might surprise you. Wow, okay. So that's self-explanatory. You're being asked to take the path less traveled because you will be surprised. You will obtain what, essentially, something that you didn't even know that you wanted. It's going to be a complete surprise. So let's see what your moon magic is for the week. All right, so here is the artwork associated with your moon magic card. That's beautiful. That's your card for the week. And the message is, I let go of the anxieties of others. Okay, so very important. I let go of the anxieties of others. That is not your problem, right? That is not your problem. So you have to walk in that understanding so that you can actually feel happy and complete. That is very interesting. All right. So group number 1. This is what I see here for this week. Thank you once again. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 2. Welcome. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. In front of you, it's the door that you chose. And this is a pretty interesting door. Definitely stepping out of a little chaos. So let's see what's behind this door for this week. Walk about. You discover your path and you discover your path in sacred walkabout. The trees are your people. The earth is your tribe. In indigenous lessons, you find the will to survive. All right. I like that. And then we have here prayer. All right. Prayer. And you have some chaotic seas. And then, I think that you kind of fell from that ship, and there definitely are storms in the background. So this is very interesting. We've got here an energy of being able to release any kind of negative, I would say, past experiences or pain. This is definitely a week where prayers that have been uttered, desires, things that you've been wanting come into existence for you. You're being asked for this week to take maybe take some kind of voyage or journey. If you can take the week off, if you can go on some kind of vacation, if you can perhaps go on some kind of retreat, this is what's most beneficial at this time. Obviously, not everyone can do that, but try and do that as much as possible. Try and get a little bit of a disconnection from the world as much as possible. Whether it means just preparing a nice bath, being in there for quite some time, just being alone with your thoughts. And so, see how far you've come. You've definitely come a long way. What I feel with this prayer right here with this card is that it's been tough for you. It's definitely been difficult. Waves are crashing, and these are the waves of life, the hardships of life, the storms that have been just kind of, looming. And so I feel like you're going to be walking away from some kind of negative experience, from some kind of chaotic experience for this week coming up. And that's going to be kind of the theme of the week, not having to deal maybe even with some drama or some people or some negative emotions. Obtaining something that you've been wanting as well, really. Let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to throw some tarot, and we're going to try and figure out exactly, what is coming. A little bit more about these negative energies that are leaving you. Wow. All right, yeah. So, you've got a lot of reversals here. Every single card is reversed. So there's definitely, this energy and that's been kind of circulating around. And maybe this energy is something that has been with you for some time, and so it's been very difficult for you to be able to remove yourself from it. This is the week where you learn to kind of master that. This is the week where you kind of learn to just, disassociate yourself from that and walk in your understanding. Now, I feel like maybe some of you don't know exactly what that understanding is. So this week you're being asked to maybe take the necessary steps to learn what it is. And what I mean by that is, just reading some kind of literature that would open your mind to a different way of thinking. Perhaps it doesn't have to be reading, but it can be a documentary. Watch something impactful about culture, about society, that'll potentially offer you some kind of insight into what you believe. Try for it to be something that you normally wouldn't watch, and be receptive to the messages that it's going to give you. And the reason why I say this is because it's going to unlock something in you. It's going to inspire you and motivate you to move forward into something new, a new project, a new way of thinking, a new philosophy, just a new attitude about life. And so that will inspire you, that will open the doors towards something else. And ultimately, you're going to find some success, and it's definitely going to come from some kind of indigenous lesson, So focus on that. Focus on how other people perhaps live, and the struggles that they've had to go through to get to where they are. So I'm seeing that there's definitely a lot of character building. There's been just a lot of building going on in your life. This is financial, this is family, this is love, this is every single kind of, I would say, experience that you can think of, everything. You're in the process of building it up, you're still learning. So perhaps, you're young and you're still in the process of learning and understanding difficult topics, or perhaps you're just someone who has been through some difficult times, some chaotic times, and so maybe you've lost a great deal, you've lost a lot, and you are in rebuild mode. So, either or. You are being told here with this reading that this week is the week where you perhaps expand a little bit more, expand your horizons, try and learn something new. That's going to help you. It's going to help you perhaps correct some of these things here. We've got the Strength card reversed, the Knight of Pentacles reversed, the Page of Cups reversed, and then also the Magician reversed. So everything here pretty much points towards a person who needs some direction. At the very least, needs to find something of true value. So perhaps, you're someone who at this moment is lacking that direction. You really don't know what to do or how to do it. And you're kind of potentially waiting around, just waiting to get inspired, waiting to get motivated, waiting for something to potentially fall out of the skies for you. If that is you, if that resonates with you, just start this week by learning something new and studying how other indigenous populations or societies thrive. And it's like that's going to assist you in something. That's going to open up something in you. That's going to spark some kind of creative energy. So that's kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and see if there's more direct messages from Spirit to you. So we're going to start with the mini cards, the Making Magic minis. Let's see if there's a direct message for you. Achievement. All right, look at that. Achievement. Win the award, accolade, or contract. Beautiful. So, that's a very beautiful card, right? So the reason why this week is the week to dedicate towards something like that is because it's going to help you obtain achievements. It's going to help you obtain this energy of receiving what you've been wanting. And so that's why this week is the week where, maybe you put aside these kind of negative energies and you invest some time in another pursuit, you know. Sometimes when you are going after something so hard and you really want it and you envision it and you see it, it's difficult for you to be able to grab it because you're so focused on that. So taking your attention away from that thing that you're so focused on, and maybe you're worrying about because you don't know the answers, taking your attention away from that and learning something new, doing something differently, you know, maybe going to a national park and, you know, learning something new there, will ultimately help. You know, the answers do tend to come to you in other areas of your life. So perhaps that's what this week is calling for. You will obtain the achievement, and that's the beautiful part of this. If you're able to go through this, I guess, you know, maybe we can call it an escape. You will win the award. You will win the accolade. You will win the contract. You will have the achievement. So that's interesting. Let's go ahead and throw a card from the Force Fate. Let's see what the Force Fate want to communicate to us. Well, to you for this week. The Honey Mother. Interesting. All right. So we've got the Honey Mother. The message is sometimes the greatest magic lies in the smallest of forms. Interesting. Sometimes the greatest magic lies in the smallest of forms. That's beautiful. Again, you know, it's a little more information about the thought process, right? Of going and actually investing a little bit of time and energy and attention towards something that you wouldn't normally do. And just how much magic and how much information and just how important that is. I feel like if you're able to do this week effectively, learn this new thing, and again, you know, it has to do with other societies and culture. You're going to be able to obtain some kind of key from that and unlock a very important door in your life. It doesn't have to be actually watching some kind of documentary or movie. It could be actually going to a place, going to you know, a national park or going to some kind of reserve. But definitely being active and chasing something this week of that kind of magnitude will provide you with a key that you'll be able to use to unlock something in your unconscious mind. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the Moon Magic cards have to reveal to us for you this week. These cards they're almost affirmations. So let's see what your little Moon Magic affirmation card is for the week. Let's see. All right, so here's the picture associated with your card, with your Moon Magic card. Pretty nice. The message is, life is conspiring for me. Last quarter moon. Beautiful. Beautiful message. So yeah, you know, for this week, understand that all of the energies around you are working to get you to that place, to get you that achievement. So maybe, you know, some of you have this thinking that you're kind of forgotten. Maybe you feel alone. Maybe you feel alone in the universe. Maybe you feel like things aren't happening for you the way that you want them because you're alone and people forgot about you. And so what this card is here to tell you is that that's not true. Everything around you is conspiring to give you what you want. There's just little areas that you need to explore. There's experiences that you have to go through in order to make that victory and that achievement that much better. All right, so let's go ahead and throw a card from the Whispering Woods. Let's see what the Whispering Woods want to whisper to us. Kindness. All right, so you've got here kindness for the week. Take respite by a pond and be kind to yourself and others. Interesting. So, you know, you've got more information on nature, going out into nature, going out and just, you know, taking some time to really just meditate on the energies around you. That's going to really help you tremendously. Let's go ahead and throw a Secret Garden card. And let's see what the Secret Garden has for us. Twilight. Okay, Twilight. Surrender to the last hour when the light barely touches the flowers. Twilight. Interesting. You know, this message I feel is for various people. It's like, you know, I feel like this twilight hour, is, and this kind of surrendering kind of energy, it's almost like if Spirit wants you to just let go of your worries, let go of your sorrows, let go of your troubles. And I see that there are many. There's definitely things that are worrying you. But these things that you're worrying about are really blocking you. They're blocking you in all areas of your life. So this is the week where you unload those things. You unload that sorrow. You unload those hardships. You try to really focus in on the beautiful energies around you. As one of the cards is indicating, go near a body of water to a pond. Observe the beautiful energies around you. Look as nature just works together in unison to essentially keep on creating and to keep on living and to just keep on being prosperous and beautiful. Examine the beauty of that cycle of nature and understand that you are a process of it. And just like everything develops, you will develop. You will gain skills, you will gain experience, hardships will go away, new opportunities will arise, and new achievements will come your way. And so that's really the energies of the week. That's essentially what you are going to be receiving. And always keep in mind for the week, your affirmation for the week is, life is conspiring for me. All right? So, seekers, patrons, thank you so much. That is what I see here. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for being a patron. Thank you for your support. Welcome, group number 3, to your weekly reading. Thank you so much, my beautiful patrons, for supporting me. So, this is the door that you picked. I like it. Quite an epic door here. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, wow. Wow, so you've got 1111. Check it out. That is a powerful number of just manifestation. Anytime the 1 is presented, it essentially means connection to the source. You know, you multiply that by 4, essentially what you have is prosperity, you know, manifesting for the greater good. So the message here is numbers and doubles, synchronicity in 2. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. Interesting. All right. So the second card is presence. Oh my, presence. This is interesting. This is very interesting. So what I am seeing here is that Spirit is going to be connected to you this week, very mightily. So there could be a project that's about to unfold. There could be a blessing, some kind of miracle coming your way, some kind of just something that you've been wanting or desiring, or maybe something that you didn't even know, but definitely something that's going to bring you, I would say, prosperity and a cornucopia of goodness. And so Spirit is going to be right in the middle of this. We start off with 1111. We started with synchronicities. We also have here presence, right? A magical presence. And so interesting. Let's go ahead and take a look and see if we can get a little insight into what is coming, and why Spirit is going to be so close to you for this week. Oh boy. Oh wow. Wow. All right. This is interesting. You've got a lot of major arcanas here. Okay, so there's definitely, I feel for you, some kind of big event coming this week. This event is going to shape something in your life. This could be for some of you, because we did find here where the 1111 message was also about love, right? Don't hold back your love now. So we also have someone showing up here, the Knight of Cups, right? Someone who's kind of offering some kind of love or just some kind of friendship, definitely someone substantial. And I feel like maybe this might be a family member, but it could also talk about a love interest. But we start off with the Judgment card. And that is a powerful, powerful card to get, especially when we're talking about the presence of Spirit being available or being present with you. And so what I feel that Spirit is telling you is that there is some kind of karmic justice that's about to unfold. There's a rebalancing, a recalibration that's about to take place. I feel potentially that maybe something in your life hasn't been going quite as it should. Maybe for some of you, you've been waiting for something to happen. You've been desiring it. This has to do with the world. You know, it has to do with the physical part of the world and also the emotional side. So, you know, it's interesting because you have so many major arcana here. You know, we have here the moon. So these are illusions and lies and things that lay unseen that will be shown to you. So Spirit is going to show you this week essentially some things that you need in order to move forward. Lies that have been told to you will be revealed. You're going to come to a better understanding of a situation that unfortunately just isn't for you anymore. You're going to see a lot of synchronistic messages for this week. Spirit is telling you to tune into those. Listen to those messages, follow through on them. This is the week where Spirit wants to communicate with you. Have a little bit more, I would say, communion with you. You know, we have here the Hierophant, and when you put the Hierophant right next to the Judgment card, it's interesting because the Hierophant is the structure of the divine, right? So it's like Spirit saying, okay, you know I exist, you know my presence is real. Now we're going to go ahead and make a structure out of that. You're going to learn how to keep that structure going. You're going to learn the process of spirituality. You're going to learn and understand how to walk in the revelation that Spirit is real. And that it's, you know, the universe is conspiring to give you what you want. So this week, I think that, you know, you're really going to feel that very, very mightily because things are going to start shifting in your space all around you. You've got here the Death card reversed. So there's definitely an area of your life where you are in need of some change. You are in need of something new. You are in need of some newness, you know, because you've been stuck there for so long. And, you know, I feel that there might be some kind of, with the devil here, you know, the only thing that I can draw from the devil here is that for quite a long time, you've been kind of put in chains. You've been held down. You've been, in many ways, just put down by this event. And it's left you maybe feeling like you are incapable or you are inadequate to the point where you are in some ways perhaps depending on things that you shouldn't be depending on. So for some of you, you know, the need to change, the need to want to move forward has led to this anxiety that has been building, this need for or desire for change in some area that hasn't come. For others, maybe, you know, there's an outlet when, you know, maybe you're using substances that you shouldn't, or you've become a bit too dependent on people or something to give you satisfaction, right? And that's something that you're depending on is just not good enough, not good for you. So I think that this week, you know, Spirit wants to help you here. Maybe wants to give you some information on that, how you can move forward, how you can be prosperous. And, you know, I feel very strongly that Spirit is telling you, you've definitely done a good job. You've been doing everything you can. This is the week where I make my presence known to you. This is the week where you know that I'm here. And this is the week where I'm going to make sure that everything in your life is addressed, or at least a very important situation or event. And, you know, for weekly readings, normally I try not to put a lot of emphasis on life-altering events because, you know, those are very rare. But for you, it's definitely telling that you have, you know, 90% of the board is major arcana. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas out of a 6 card spread. So it's telling, you know, this week is definitely a very important week, a very important stepping stone towards what you want to manifest, what you are bringing into your life. You know, the energies of growth and development that are all around you. This is a very important week. You know, whatever lessons, whatever synchronicities, whatever is going to be shown to you by Spirit is going to, in many ways, mold you, shape you, and take you towards what's next. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the Oracle cards have to say. We're going to try and get a more direct message from the Oracles. We're going to start with the Making Magic Oracle deck. Let's take a look. Alright, so you have got air. Alright, look at this. So you've got air. Spirit is asking you to work with the element of air to cut through to the core of a situation and see the truth. Interesting. Interesting. Do that for this week. So let's go ahead and continue. We're going to use the Whispering Woods Oracle deck. We're going to try and gain some insight into this week. Caution. Tread softly so as to not disturb the woodland floor. Okay. You know, so you're being asked to be cautious, to not if at any point you feel like, you know, that presence is very, very, very profound and there is a very strong message presented to you and you come to the realization of something that you've been missing, whatever it may be very cautious, be very, very vigilant, and understand, try and think things through when you take action. Don't just react, but really just understand what's going on and then react. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw a card from the Secret Garden minis. Let's see what message we get. All right, so we have got here perseverance. All right, so Spirit wants you to have an energy of perseverance. Leave no stone unturned. Interesting. Interesting. So I guess, you know, whenever Spirit gives you a synchronistic message for this week, whenever Spirit tries to reach out and provide you with information, whenever you feel your intuition kind of heightened, really just examine that. Really go after it. You know, try and find the answer to whatever questions might arise, because there is definitely something there for you to examine more closely. Now, let's go ahead and see what your Moon Magic card is for the week, what your affirmation is for the week. And here is the image. Oh, you've got a lucky bunny in there. All right. And very beautiful, 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 beautiful illustration here of this moon. So the affirmation for the week is, I choose to take a higher perspective and widen my views. Moon God Terror, Rabbit on the Moon. Wow. Beautiful message. All right, beautiful affirmation. I like that. I choose to take a higher perspective and widen my views. Okay. Okay, so yeah, definitely there's a message that Spirit wants to share with you. There is information coming your way like you wouldn't believe. So that is interesting. Let's go ahead and throw 2 Forest Fae cards. 2 Forest Fae Oracle cards and see what further messages for the week. You've got the gnome of mushrooms and buttons. Seek silliness and joy. They're wise teachers. Okay. So, you know, I think that this is a very balancing message here. So even though this week there's going to definitely be a very strong presence of Spirit around you, and I feel that's because of communication that's coming your way, things that want to be expressed to you. So you're being asked to really examine the messages that are going to be presented to you. Always take everything with joy. You know, don't get to the point where it becomes this energy of like stress, right? I have to, oh my goodness, I have to figure it out. Spirit is around. Spirit is trying to give me some information. Spirit is trying to, you know, show me something. No, just take it with joy. Take it with a little silliness, a little playfulness, and the answers will be revealed to you. I think that this is important because if you're not operating on this kind of high vibrational energy, it's going to be very hard for Spirit to actually communicate to you, with you. So joy is the more joy, the more, I would say, the more playfulness, the more happiness you feel, the more you're going to be able to connect with the source, and you're going to be able to see clearly what the messages are. All right, so let's go ahead and throw one more of these little forest phase, and let's see what's the final message. The Fairy Harper, find the words to long forgotten songs and dance to the music in your soul. Wow, okay. Interesting. So, you know, I feel like with that card, you're being asked to find the magic in dance, find the magic in music, find the magic in in old songs that you've forgotten. So there's definitely something there. I feel like Spirit might be telling you that there is a road or there's some hidden shadows and unconscious, I would say, energies that are going to be revealed. And that's one of the reasons why Spirit is telling you here to listen to old music, dance to that old music. Anytime we listen to that old music, it's like we get transported back to that place, to that area. So that's interesting. I feel like, this is what's going to really get the mood going. So, okay, listen to old music. That's one of the things that Spirit is tasking you with here. Really just connect with that old music as much as you can, because there's definitely something there that Spirit is going to try and reveal to you. And I think that after you do that, everything is just going to really fall into place and the message will become much more clear. And I hope everyone has a wonderful week. Bye-bye.